Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. We're back in Captain of Industry, the beta release. Let me unpause at least for a little. Let's see what we got going on here. We got our first farm being constructed. We've got our research lab. And we started working on iron production over here. I'm going to actually pause one of these metal casters. Let's do that. Just get one started. And then I think the next thing we really want to work on is maybe construction parts. Let's see where we're at. The trading dock is now being researched. The construction parts are a couple researches away. Let's see. We might want to fast forward. Okay, our farm is ready. Let's set the crops here. We'll do it just like we did first season. We want to make sure that we've got the fertility up. And so we'll just rotate between potatoes and this kind of what they call, I guess they're calling this a manure crop. Green manure. That'll bring the fertility back up. Between each crops, we're probably going to want another farm, but I'm going to wait until I know that we have construction parts set up. We have got a way to produce construction parts. Okay, we're finally going to get some iron plates made here. Trading dock is being researched. While we're waiting, between episodes, I was looking at how we could ramp up. I'm thinking this is a nice spot because the peaks seem to kind of break here. All these mountain peaks. If we go around the ring here, you can see they're all pretty high. Pretty high. I'm scrolled back as far as I can. That's not too bad. But we know we need to ramp up to get up to this tier. We could do something creative and run way out this side and maybe ramp up over here on the limestone. But it just seems kind of far away from where we're going to be producing dirt and that, I guess, until we mine limestone. Okay, our trading dock got done. Let's see. Do we want to build that? What does that take? Okay, trading dock takes 10 construction parts and 180 wood. Why don't we do that? We don't have a huge demand for wood right now. Let's get the trading dock built. And I think we can tuck it in. Let's just tuck it in as close as we can over here. From what I understand, ships are not really going to come up to this. At least not for beta. Let's just smack that guy there. And that will give our wood gathering truck something to do. Let's check the designations. We've got plenty. We could probably add some more. Let's take out these trees. All right. So that is all good. Now let's go, while we're still researching the vehicles and mining, that'll get us to be able to do our coal and stuff. Let's look at how to get up this hill. And I did a little looking before this episode. Again, this is kind of where I'm thinking of doing it. And I kind of want to leverage, if possible, some of this hillside for the fill. So let's try it. Let's go into, oh, we can't do it. Can't do it until we get the mining researched. So we got to wait. I can't do mining designations or anything. We are producing iron plates. Do we have storage yet? We do. How about we put down an item storage? What is this going to cost? Just got to be careful on construction parts that we don't run out. I'm actually going to wait on unit storage. We've only got 166 construction parts. And I don't think we've got a way to make them or purchase them. So we want to be careful about that early on. So we'll let the work continue on the trading dock. I'm going to double speed it, actually. That truck is doing what? Not tree harvesting. I suppose we could temporarily assign it to tree harvesting. And maybe get this built while we don't have a huge demand for wood. Unity is at, we're actually in the positive on Unity. Wonder if we could accelerate the lab. We boost the lab? I don't remember if that's a thing. Says it's working. I don't see an option to boost. Could build another one, but I don't want to waste building materials. So we're almost there. We're getting close to 2/3 done on that. And I've got half of this casting on hold just to preserve construction parts until we make our own. Okay, trading dock, we can just dismiss this message at least. Okay, there's our two tree harvester guys doing their thing. We'll take it down to one tree harvester once that's built. This is also, it should chew up 10 construction parts, but we're still okay at 166, I think. 60 more wood and that'll be built. And at least we'll have an option to trade. There's not too much that's compelling to me here. Like maybe down the road, if we get thin on coal, we could trade diesel for coal. Oil is kind of an infinite resource once we get the offshore oil rigs, I believe. But I wish this was reversed. I wish we could provide copper and get a few construction parts or something, but I don't see too much here that's useful. Maybe concrete slabs? All right, let's see. We got a message. Okay, research complete, vehicles and mining. And we've got a tutorial on mining and dumping. I'm going to let you read this. I'm going to read this myself, but I'm going to do it quiet. You can either skip past this or you can read it along yourself and pause if I scroll by too fast. But I'm just going to read this real quick. All right, that all looks very familiar from season 3. I didn't see anything. I didn't catch anything new there. Okay, we are paused. We can now do the mining. Let's take a look at how we can ramp up to this tier. This is a huge challenge of the map, is getting up to this top tier. Not only is it going to give us a lot more space to build, it's going to give us access to wood, and it's going to give us access to this major coal deposit. We have a decent, it seems like we've got a decent amount of coal to get us started here. We've got a little bit of oil. There's no oil anywhere else on the map from what I could see. But mainly it seems like if we can get on this tier, it's just an accomplishment in itself to get up here. And then, like I said, it opens up the coal and it opens up the gold, I guess. I didn't use gold in season 3. We'll see if we can get to it this season. All right, let's turn off the overlay for a minute. And we're going to try and ramp up to this tier. So if we do it over here, we're not going to be stepping on any ore deposits. So I can turn off the overlay. Let's grab dumping designation. I start from over here. What I'm thinking is if I can hug this hillside somehow and benefit from a little bit of the fill that's there for us, we won't have to provide so much of our own fill. But I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let's try it here. So if we ramp down here, we're going to have to do multiple separate designations here because you can only do so many at a time. Okay. Come on down. And finish it off. Let's see. I think that is ground level. And it looks like that fill designation, that looks green to me. These colors look better. At least I'm able to tell them apart better than in season 3, it seems like. I don't know if they changed or if it's just in my head, but this seems to make sense. It looks like they can fill there. Hopefully those trees aren't in the way. That gets us up to this tier, and then maybe we can chew through this with an excavator. And then we'll be home free. Mission accomplished. I kind of like that. We're benefiting a little bit from the hillside by doing it like this. We could get creative and try and come in here. But I kind of like how that looks. I think that we'll go with that for now. We've got one more ramp we need to do. We need to get up on the second tier. Let's put the overlay on. Okay, let's try to do a ramp. Maybe not right next to the coal, but close to it. Could even do it over here. Boy, it seems like a natural slope right there, but this isn't very tall. This shouldn't be a big deal. In fact, we can always make another one later. Let's do kind of the same thing we just did. Do it. Can't tell if that's going to work for us, but we'll give it a shot. Can't tell if at the very top, if we need to clear some ground for that to work. But we'll figure that out. At least we can get that started. All right, so there's our mining designations. Now let's actually, or not mining, but excuse me, our dumping designations. Let's get to mining some coal. We know we're going to need to supply it over here to our smelting operation. That's probably where we're going to keep the smelting and scale up production of our construction parts, I'm guessing, just given we have all this iron here. So let's see. Let's get the mine control tower down. Boom. I guess anywhere is fine. How about there? Let's change the area to be over here where we actually have our ore. Boom. Okay, we need an excavator. That means we need vehicle depot. There it is. Now this is another building. I think, I'm going to turn off the overlays. I think we can put this over on the sand, right? I don't think we actually haul resources over here. I could be wrong. But I'm going to put this kind of out of the way. This land is kind of marginally useful. The sand here, building on the sand isn't great. We may end up later game, mid to late game, moving these buildings. We're trashing them. Let's see if I can just find a flattish spot. Waiting for the tooltip to disappear or change. Hard for my eyes, at least, to tell where the flat areas are. But there are flat areas on here because we were able to place the research lab. Maybe nearby the research lab. That is not flat enough. We're on pause, so it's not a huge deal here if this takes a minute. Oh, I know there's flat spaces that will accommodate this. Where they are is the secret. Oh, there's one right here. Matter of fact, there's a whole stretch right here. Let's try and grab the top end of that. Does this matter which way we have it turned? Like it does. That's going to impact how we can do it. So we got a flat stretch here. I'm going to go try and take advantage of that. Boom. What is that costing us, by the way? 40 construction parts. So we got to be careful. We got 126 left after that's built. That guy, this dock took 10. And we are currently researching construction. I'm going to go ahead and hit play. And then once we get our vehicles, we can, or once we get our excavator built, we can actually start doing some coal mining. We've got the designation set. Don't think we have loose storage unlocked yet. No, all we've got is unit storage. I'm just holding off on building that until I know we can get these construction parts built. Don't want to run out. Like I said last episode, food is a huge thing. We will soon get a second farm going. Because these first level farms are only supported by rainwater. And rainwater is kind of unpredictable. The very first season we did here of Captain of Industry, I starved out on food. So that's kind of stuck in my mind. I'm permanently scarred from that. The food's important. Diesel is important. We're not ready to harvest the diesel yet. Pump that out. Got to get through the tech tree a little bit more. But then construction parts are key, really key. And then maybe after that comes maintenance. I know a lot of people are really focused on maintenance. I'm not as worried about maintenance. Things run without maintenance. So it's hard to hit a death spiral just from maintenance as long as you're covered on other things. And then you can always kind of lean on Unity to selectively repair your trucks. All right, we're done with our trading dock. Let's find one of our woodcutter trucks if we can and turn it off. Like this guy right now. As soon as he gets rid of that wood, let's unassign him from that. We'll just keep one truck on wood for now. There's the truck right there. He was just waiting. Want as many trucks available as possible to do the general moving things around. Excavator. Yeah, it's going to cost us 60 iron and 20 copper. We have it. And there's really no option. We got to do it. We got to do it. No rubber. Interesting. Okay, rubber here. We've got 120. This is going to take a little bit of diesel. Let's... going to chew up 10 of our pure copper. We've got quite a bit. I'm going to do one more truck. Kind of early. We don't need it yet. But I'll get one of those queued up. Next, maybe we start thinking about iron mining. We do have some scrap to work through here. Okay, research complete construction. Perfect. No research selected. Let's pause and pick some new research. What do we got? Power. That probably makes sense for the beacon. That gets us the... What does that get us? The diesel generator? Yeah, it looks like it. Diesel generator and the maintenance depot. Yeah, this is kind of a no-brainer, right? We got to do that. Let's queue that up. Concrete production, we need that in order to unlock copper. Copper is needed for the maintenance. Let's do... Ooh, do we want to do the beacon next, though? We've got 44 workers available now. Oh, boy, that's kind of tough. One basic diesel. Oh, man, see, now we're in that situation where it's hard to pick. It's hard to pick. I want them all. Fortunately, they don't take a lot of time to research. I don't think these are too big. Do we want the beacon? I guess it doesn't make sense to do the beacon before we have diesel because we can't really power anything. Let's get basic diesel next. Add that one to the queue. I'm going to go for concrete production next. Then I'm going to go for copper. Or no, then I'm going to go for the beacon, actually. We can always change these around, too. I'm going to go for copper. And so we've got 5 researches queued up, starting with the power, which is going to get us the diesel generator. Probably won't make use of it, but the early we won't until we can process the oil. But it'll get us the maintenance depot. So let's hit play. Hop out of here. We completed construction. So let's get construction parts put down. Here comes another pause. But we're going to need... This map is going to be pretty tough and challenging. So we need to kind of be surgical and very deliberate on when we have that play button running. So I'm probably going to hit pause quite a bit. Let's get construction parts built. Where are they? Right here. Assembly manual. Takes iron, wood, concrete slabs. We have concrete. Oh, we don't have concrete slabs. I thought we had concrete. Oh, we have concrete slabs coming from the radio tower. Right? I'm not sure what these numbers mean. If they're telling us there's 400 that remain. Waiting for materials removal. So hopefully we have some concrete slabs to get us by. but we're going to need to produce our own probably sooner than later. But we've got to get this going. Takes 20 construction parts. Let's plunk this guy down. I'm going to go... How do I want to do this? Trying to remember kind of the design we had last time. We need to be... Oh, let's see here. We need to be a little more cognizant of space. So I'm probably going to go a little more compressed than I usually build things. How about C? Yeah, I think that is showing everything coming in from the top. Outputs on the bottom. Does that make sense? Sure doesn't have to be perfect yet. There it is. Hopefully that's all right. I'll hit play. Let's get that going. I'm going to stick with just one smelter. I know it's not the optimal ratio, but I'm conserving parts. 30 construction parts. This guy's going to chew up 20. That gets us under 100 now. Do we have our excavator built? We might. Not yet. Doesn't look like. Okay, it's still being built. We're providing the materials. Looks like it still needs some copper brought over. That might be it right there. Yep. Once we get that excavator, we can assign it over here to our mining area. Oh, we didn't do a mining designation. Let's do that. Level, right? We can just start out level. Let's grab level and just have at it, I guess, right? Something like that. And that will give us two things. It'll give us coal so we can stop chewing through our wood, produce charcoal, and it will start giving us fill dirt where we can start the process of climbing the ramp to heaven here, the 2 ramps. That's a lot. It's going to take a lot of fill, I think. But we'll see. We will see. The designation, I don't know what you call these things. Designation tiles, I guess, are smaller in the beta version. So there basically means you can have more tiles in a given space, which means we can have ramps that are a bit shorter and hopefully use less material, right? Because they're going to be a little steeper. So hopefully we'll benefit from that. All right, let's pause and read the message we've got. Escape out of that. Get rid of this research message and jump in. It says we can start producing construction parts to build more machines and buildings. Don't forget to scale up our iron production to cope with the demand. Some machines and vehicles require regular maintenance. We should research and build a maintenance depot as soon as possible. Otherwise, our equipment will start breaking down. Okay. I think everybody who is familiar with the game is familiar with the maintenance dynamic of the game. It's a huge part of the game. But it's not something, I don't think it's something to panic about. Just something to be aware of. All right, there is our manual assembly. Concrete slabs are the next thing we're worried about, right? We've got iron production up and running. Wood, we got a lot of trees around. We should be okay. And concrete slabs are limited. They're limited by what we've got left in here. 360 left. We can trade for concrete slabs, right? Did we see that? We can trade wood for concrete slabs now, so we're not desperate, but it is something we want to start producing on our own as soon as we can. Okay, there's our excavator. Let's get that assigned to the coal mine and get going on that front. Kaboom and kaboom, kaboom. I'm going to put 2 trucks on this coal mine. And then we will, we've got another truck kind of coming that's going to be produced here. Vehicle depot. Nothing to trade yet. We can't do anything with the ship and the dock, I think, until we get a little further in the tech tree. We unlock the ability to repair these. It's going to take a ton of steel, or of iron, I believe, iron plates. Okay, we got a bunch of concrete slabs have been sent over. Waiting on wood, oddly enough. But we're about to turn off the coal maker here. And we'll rely on the coal that we're mining. Gotta wait for our excavator. It's kind of pokey. Here it comes. It'll probably, it'll probably break down before it gets there. With maintenance issues. We've got 19, little almost 20 Unity, 37 workers available, 15 months of food. That's not good. That's not good at all. 15 months of food. Let's get another farm down. A little worried about that. How about here? This might be temporary. Well, maybe not so close to that mine. How about down here? Like that. Boom. Oh, I should have put this over. Let's do that. Can I? Don't know if I get all my materials back. I guess I do, right? Let's pause. Let's get rid of that. We can do better. That's a little better. At least we could route the water a little closer to the other farm once we get pipes and things. I'm happy-ish with this. Let's put it down. May not be permanent. Super duper long term. Okay, where are we? We're on a food crop, so hopefully we'll get some. Look, delayed by 11 months because we're not getting water. Hopefully we don't starve out this early. That would be a bummer. I lost the very first season on a pre-alpha build was food issues. Hopefully that'll rebound. We don't have any edicts or anything we can do to kind of give us a boost. Can we trade for food? Let's see. Do we see food on here? Nope. 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 Unless they want to eat metal scrap. We don't have a way of getting food from off the island. 14 months of food left. That's a little scary. Not gonna lie. All right, as soon as this thing is done, man, I'm ready to set the crops. Can I do it? Potato, manure, potato, manure. In fact, we might want to cheat this one. Let's do it. Let's do 2 potatoes and then 2 manure. We're going to get kind of a lousy second crop because the ground's not going to be as fertile, produce as much, but it may give us a little bit of a early boost and shore up our food supply. Okay, we've got power and maintenance now. Here comes some rain. That'll help our farms fill up a little bit. I don't think it's super dramatic. I don't think it actually fills up the whole supply of water there, but let's look at our Unity. Do we have a max Unity? Unity cap is at 20, right? So right now we're wasting Unity because we have nowhere to spend it. So why don't we boost something? Let's boost the metal caster. I don't know if there's anywhere for him to put that metal. This guy is missing input. Still missing wood. I guess we might need to put another truck on that. Let's see. Are we mining coal now? We are. Let's turn off the charcoal burner. The charcoal maker, they call it in this game. Pause. We'll get our workers back out of that. And then hopefully our wood harvester can bring some wood over here. We could even boost this. If we've got more Unity than we know what to do with. Low food supply. Look at that. We're down to 12 months. A little spooky. I'm not going to lie. We might want to put a 3rd farm down. Or can we boost the farm? Is that a thing? No, it's not a thing. Oh man, if we starve out. If we starve out, I got to start over before I post. Before I post this content. Bummer. Let's see, does this guy have anything to do? No, his output's full. What could we boost? We could boost, let's boost the assembly. And then let's get storage down for these parts. Don't have conveyors yet. That's going to be our issue. I'm going to put this guy right next door. That. And then at least these guys can transfer over. I'll turn off the boost on this guy. He's got full output. Can't do anything. See if he can get the wood. Okay, he's getting the wood now that he needs. This guy, I got to pick the rest. No, I don't have to pick the recipe. Do I? Yeah, we're good. He's getting coal. Exhaust. Oh no, is that hooked up? Yeah, the exhaust is hooked up. What's this guy holding up on? Oh, he just got nowhere to put his ingots. The molten iron. Okay, that's fine. This guy's backed up. He's got tons of ingots. We're waiting on construction parts. Okay, 32 months of food. We rebounded a little bit there. I'm probably going to put another farm down. Let's do it. I don't want to come up short. Really, really a hard thing to recover from. What about... Let's see, could we leave enough room for another one up there? How about... Nope, we can't. Don't want to crowd this area. That's where I think we're going to grow. Maybe we do a temporary farm over here? What makes sense? And we can't even water these ourselves. We have to rely on rain. I'm going to pop another one down. They don't take many work. Well, they do. 10 workers. Oof, more than I remember. All right, we are off and running. We're producing parts. Let's set the product here to construction parts. We're researching diesel. See the tech tree here, and we're about ready to wrap this episode up, actually. Construction. Concrete production is next. Okay, that is going to be important. So once we get diesel, that'll allow us to pump the oil and start producing diesel, which is super important. And then maybe concrete is next, and we can produce our own concrete slabs. And that will keep us well supplied with construction with construction parts. How are we doing already? Nice. 13. Farm has no crop assigned. Okay, we're at 30 months food. Let's get crops assigned here. This one will do the normal rotation. The other one we'll try to remember once it gets through a couple crops of potato, then we'll switch it. Once it gets through this whole cycle, we'll basically toggle this back over to every other one. I just wanted to get a quick boost to our food supplies. So yeah, let's think about wrapping it up here. I tell you what I'm going to do. Now in season 3 of our Let's Play on the alpha, it took about 3 months. You know, that series lasted 3 months and we didn't even get through the whole tech tree. The tech tree here in beta, I'm going to go ahead and pause while I'm yammering on here. The tech tree here in beta is larger. And there are more complex production chains we need to worry about or get to do. Silicon, heavy oil cracking, glass making we had in alpha. I didn't even get to it. That's glass making 2, by the way. Vacuum desalination. So I'd like a chance to get to these before, early access releases. So what I'm going to do, since you guys have seen, or since we've seen from season 3, a lot of the early game, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play kind of off camera for a bit and get things kind of going through the early stages and see if I can't move things through. I'll record the content in case anything interesting happens. And then maybe I can narrate after the fact. But if there's something good, and we'll clip it out and make an episode out of that. But I'm going to try and play some between episodes just to move this series along. And it goes a lot faster when I do that. when I'm not narrating everything I'm doing, I can play a lot quicker. And then hopefully we'll get to see more of the mid game and late game than we did in season 1. So that is my plan. So stay tuned for that. Special thanks to patrons and channel supporters. Really appreciate your contributions. You're helping keep the channel alive. Thanks to everybody who gave the first video a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Helps my tiny channel grow. And for now, this is Glidercat signing off, saying thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.